Welcome to Castles to Cauldrons, where every journey starts with a little bit of magic.
And welcome to episode 50
Woohoo!
Yeah.
of Castles to Cauldrons. Your host, Jason.
D.
Yeah,
We all look so good for being 50.
we do. We're here. We have everybody back today. Micah, Rachel, and Terry are all here. We thought we were going to have Lauren. The stuff didn't work out, so she will be on not next episode, but she will be on
In the future.
soon. We're trying to work with her to get on, so hopefully that's in February. We don't know, but Lauren, you're listening. Get your stuff together so we can get you on this thing. Yeah, so 50. That's pretty great. We're gonna do a little bit of reminiscing later on in the show. We're going to start off with a lot of news and Disney news, Universal news, stuff we wanted to talk about last week, but we couldn't because we thought Lauren was going to be with us. Let's start off with the big Universal news with they finally announced the replacement for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, and that's going to be, as suspected, the Fast and Furious Supercharge. Hollywood Drift. Fast and Furious Supercharged is going to be closing the same year as the coaster's opening, so 2027. What are y'all's thoughts on the new coaster?
Well,
We didn't get
anything's
any,
going to be
like,
better than
looks.
Rip Ride Rocket, because Rip Ride Rocket was terrible.
I never went on it.
You've never been on it? Well, it gave me a headache every time I went on.
I think I was on it once, and it was probably 15, 16 years ago. I couldn't tell you last time I was on that. So
I know
I
Terry
don't really
didn't
care.
ride it, because she didn't ride it when we were there, so.
Well, she couldn't because they had already tore half of
Started
it
taking
apart.
it
Yeah,
down.
I did.
I was going to say, I've never heard positive things about it, so I don't think it'll be missed.
Yeah, that's the reason I never got on it. Was all the injury reports. It was always coming out with injury reports for Universal. So I was like, I really don't feel like getting on
It was not smooth. I just remember the two times that I rode it, I got off with a headache or my neck hurting both times. So I just have no desire. I think that's why I don't ride Hulk really anymore either, because it's a little bit rough and causes
I
me
won't
to
go
not
Hulk.
want to ride that one anymore as I've gotten older.
it. If I do Hulk, I have to be on the
was-
front road.
How old was Rocket?
20-something years.
That's what I was going to say. I think the technology has come so much further since
Well, and
then.
just looking at the videos for this same roller coaster that's opening out in Hollywood, it looks smoother because it has new technology and stuff, but also it's just really cool that you're going to be in these cars that are also spinning and doing stuff. I guess for some people this is going to be a terrible ride because they're going to get very sick, but it still looks fun, and I'll be definitely willing to try it and ride it.
And it's going to be free spinning too. It's not just like a Guardians of the Galaxy controlled spin. This
It's
is a
going to be more
complete
like Curse of the
spin.
Werewolf,
Yes.
So you're
Yeah.
spinning 360 around
while you're also
while
going,
you're
upside
going
down
up and down.
and
Yeah.
upside down. It's going to have inversions.
And I guess all the spinning depends on the weight of the car.
Well, we
Like you
thought
said,
that with
it's
Curse of the
independent.
Werewolf, and that
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
work.
We didn't spin at all, did we?
No.
No.
Did we? One spin? I don't think so.
We didn't get
Yeah,
any. 'cause
Andy went on with the kids, and he didn't spin either.
And
We
we
even,
even try to disperse the
Yeah.
weight so it would, so it would spin more. And I don't think we even made, we might have done a couple little swoopy U's, but
Yeah, we didn't really
not a
spin.
whole way around.
No.
The cool thing that I'm hearing about the layout of the ride is that, they've been doing construction in City Walk to kind of expand the walkway out closer to the water. Is that where Rip Ride was, there's going to be a spike right there. So at Hagrid's, where there's that spike and then you go backwards, they're going to do something very similar as
Oh, that'll be
a
fun.
focal point.
Yeah.
So I think that, because the big focal point in Hollywood is that you're going over the escalators
Mhm.
and upside down.
Well, and in
So-
the side of the mountain, just the
Yeah.
visuals of how it looks in Hollywood is so cool.
I was going to say, I like when roller coasters integrate within the park and you get views from there that you can't kind of get anywhere else. And it's
Yeah.
like Jurassic, Jurassic Park, whatever the one is called in
The
Universal.
Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster, yeah. I obviously didn't ride it, but I was sitting on a bench under it and just to watch people go
Yeah.
over you. I like when they're not just independent of themselves. Here's the spot. This
Mhm.
is where it is. You can't see it from other places. So I really like how Universal does that.
So you mean how Disney does most of their coasters?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, I do like how they're integrated into,
Well, it's
it feels
movement.
like,
That's the biggest
yeah,
thing, is that it's just movement in the land makes it look like something is going on. There's
Mhm.
nothing cooler than walking into IOA and you see Velocicoaster in the back running. You see Hulk running to your
I
side,
mean, like, you
your
hear
left.
Hulk taking off, like, you hear that
yeah.
big part, and it punches out of the tunnel and everything. Like, that's just
Yeah.
great.
So this is going to be a good aesthetic, and by that stage, it looks like there's going to be 2 loops right there coming over the stage. So it should be really, really cool. I'm curious on what they're going to do for the building for Supercharge.
Like, what are they gonna put in there?
Once again, rumors are like pointing at a Ghostbusters or Back to the Future type attraction.
I feel like people do miss Back to the Future. Like, I remember going as, like, a 12 or 13-year-old and riding Back to the Future. Like, that was also when Jaws was still there. That was when Twister was still a thing. Like, so that was when a lot of those older things were still there. Like, I remember that.
Whatever it is, I'm going to be excited. Universal's been very gung-ho on trying to get stuff done. I mean, this coaster was completely demolished by the end of last year, and a brand new coaster comes out of the ground by next year. So
It's pretty quick.
yeah,
That's because Universal knows how to get stuff built in time.
They do an entire theme park in less than 5 years.
so it should be cool. The biggest complaint coming out of social media about this coaster is that it's Hollywood themed, and
Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, it was also Hollywood.
that was the point taken that I've seen. And then the other one is that the Mummy is in New York, but there's a behind the scenes of the movies type thing. So the Fast and Furious, this is going to be you going with the stunts and seeing how they're doing all the stunts.
People are just finding things to complain about at this point.
Yeah,
I like that
Picking a
too.
name.
they don't want the immersion is supposed to be there, and I'm like, it's not Disney. This is Universal. They don't care so much about the immersion
Right.
with certain things.
If they
I just
cared,
feel
they
like-
would have named it like the Orlando Drift, like Fast and Furious, but they don't care. Like, they're like, no, we're just doing the same thing as what's out in Hollywood, and that's fine because this is based on a Hollywood type thing. Like, you're behind the scenes doing the stunts. Like, that's what they're doing.
Well, I feel like a lot of these things are written for the internet. People don't write them not to get clicked on, and I think negativity 99% of the time people click on that, or they rage bait to comments, and any interaction is good, quote unquote, for the algorithm. So I think even if they do like everything about it, they'll nitpick it because being positive about everything sadly doesn't really get you traction.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. You're going to get more clicks and more interactions, like you said, by
And I
being
hate that
negative.
because, like you said, it's no big deal.
It's a name.
Well, yeah. Well, since it's the 50th, we can't go without mentioning at least one thing of HHN.
Do we?
And it is me. So
Are you sure about that? I think we
I'm
can
positive. I think we need to. This one's actually, I think Terry would like this one. I shared it with y'all, I think today, but they're supposedly looking into doing a TED Varieties show, the Talking Teddy Bear movie and TV series that they have on Peacock, and that should be coming possibly to HHN.
Wait, like Ted, like with Mark Wahlberg in it? I
Yeah.
definitely didn't watch
Seth
that.
MacFarlane.
My husband.
I've only
loves
ever
those.
seen the first movie, and then I
Mhm.
just got, and then that
Thunder
was it.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Thunder
The
Buddies.
novelty was there.
Right, that was the fun. Yeah, now
Yeah.
then it's just like, okay, it's once and done for me.
Mhm.
I guess what I'm saying is this at HHN, would it be like
A house?
No, it's-
Hollywood? I mean, horror centered,
No.
or would it just be TED? And
It'd
it
just be
happens
TED.
to be
'Cause
at
it's adult.
HHN.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
so
more
it's-
adult.
So instead of like art, it would just be Ted.
No,
Oh.
they'd still probably have somebody like Art walking around. TED would be a show in and of itself.
Oh. Would it be
So-
like when you talk to like Shrek and Donkey, or like Donkey maybe, like Ted would be having like interactions
Maybe.
with people?
I don't
Can
know.
you imagine if like Seth MacFarlane, like,
No,
That's the-
Oh my
that's
God,
too
that
much
would be
work.
AI
so
his
funny.
voice into it?
Probably.
I mean,
sure, come on, he's got how
he's
many
got,
catalogs of voiceover work that man
Yeah,
has?
So before Nightmare Fuel was a thing, and the Academy of Villains, the dance show that was before it, there was a show in that Fear Factor stage that was called Bill and Ted, and it was very comedy focused. And they would rip Disney a new one every night. Whatever topic came through for news or anything like that, they'd always bring that up. There was a general script, but very much improv, and that's what they're saying. Like this would be is something very similar. I think it'd be good and fun
Yeah,
for the people who don't like the scary stuff.
I
I think it's
appreciate
good that they'll bring something in that's not horror focused. Like that's more like, yes, adult like
But it is
entertainment.
adult.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
adult. Like it's not kid friendly. Like they're not going to be telling jokes that you're like, oh, my 10-year-old could be here and hear this. Like it's definitely like those are adult focused movies and stuff, and then they can have that type of like comedy and fun. Like let people do that.
It would be fun though to see the parents that thought they were bringing them in to see a little sweet teddy bear.
Just like when all the parents took their kids to see Deadpool, thinking it was just another superhero movie.
Love Deadpool.
I kind of would like them to put this in the Blue Man Group's old theater. That way you have Nightmare Fuel on one side of the park, and then you have this show on the other side of the park. I don't know how that would work capacity wise, because that was a very weird theater.
Mm-hmm.
The only other theaters I can think of would do it in the makeup show.
Or
Or-
Born.
You could do. I wasn't even thinking about Born, but you could do it there, or you could do it in Animal Actors. So
Oh yeah, you could. But that whole area over there's so dark. Like they
it's
don't
dark,
really
and
have
on
it
top of
very
it's so
lit up.
crowded.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's all the HHN though, unfortunately, or we would just make
Just
the
wait till we
50th.
get more spec maps and like things that are the possibilities.
Yeah, we won't talk about it all year. I won't talk about it all year.
I'm
Besides
going
for-
to keep track of every episode that you mention it, and we're going to see how many episodes you don't mention it, and there's probably going to be 0.
I didn't mention it last week.
I wasn't here, so.
So
I
there
was
we
I'm
go.
dying
sure it's
with
worked in
sickness.
somewhere. We're gonna do one of those compilation things.
You
at
know,
the end
we
of the
did-
year where
we
you're
did
like,
mention
HHN, 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 and see how many times you say it.
Disney,
We
Disney, Disney, HHN.
We did mention it. I don't think it made it into the episode because we talked to Heather about doing the RIP tour.
Yeah.
Moving over to Disney Festival of the Arts going on right now.
Farts.
Arts. The Figment popcorn bucket. I don't think it's selling like the original one did, but it's
Don't see the hype like I did
I
the
haven't-
original.
yeah, I was gonna say. Until you mentioned it when we were talking here, I forgot that it was a thing.
It's cute. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
a
like
little-
my
right
other
now, so-
Figment.
yeah,
It
he's-
is cute, but it's not like the first one. Like this one's cute, but
It was.
not-
You've been doing Figment now every year of
I was gonna
farts,
say,
and now
Figment
it's at
needs
the point
to-
where it's like, okay, everybody's got the merch.
yeah. He's wearing out. Like I don't think people are as obsessed now as they were.
No. I got
Oh,
two of
yeah,
those
I like it.
popcorn buckets in my basement.
Well, they also make it easier to get it now. So there's not as much of that draw to
Right.
stand in line. Now it's just a mobile order. Like you put it in, you get your time to go pick it up, and that's what you do versus stand in that Pop Eats line. People stood in line for 4 or 5 hours to get a popcorn
Yeah.
bucket.
it's ridiculous.
And then the people who actually wanted the grilled cheese and tomato soup couldn't even get it because everyone was in line for a popcorn bucket.
The only thing I want from Festival of the Arts is to be able to get the deconstructed s'more bar again, because that was my
Yeah.
favorite thing ever, and they have not brought it back since the first year.
They heard you liked it and said, nope,
That
not
said,
again.
we're gonna make him eat stuff he doesn't like. Still with Disney World's, Gideon celebrated a big anniversary the other day, and they've announced that they are opening a second store, but it's not going to be themed around their cookies or cakes. It's going to be called Six Ravens. It's going to be in the old Art of Shaving building, if I understood it right and saw what it was looking at. It's going to be more like they're calling them coffins, but it looks like a Hot Pocket.
Oh, I saw that.
So you like go get a pepperoni Hot Pocket, but it's all made fresh like Gideon's does. I'd give it a try. I
Yeah.
like their cookies. So
Well,
Why
they're
not have it for me?
like cold brew coffee. That peanut butter cold brew coffee is so good.
I don't like the peanut butter cold brew coffee.
You don't? I liked it a lot when I was there.
I don't like waiting in their lines to get their cookies.
Our line wasn't terrible when we were there in April.
No, I would totally go get some bread.
Some
Mhm.
bread.
Get that bread.
The
Get the
yeast
bread.
rolls.
Yeah, house made yeast rolls. Completely.
This is
good.
off topic, but my mom cannot say yeast. She just won't put the Y in there. She calls them East rolls, and it really
Yeast
annoys
rolls?
me. East rolls. I'm like, yeast. You have to add the extra letter in there.
So they have a liquor license. Potatoes, local draft beer. and some tasty desserts will
Because
also be
there's not
happening.
enough places to drink in Disney Springs. Let's head over to Epcot for a little bit. Last week we talked about Universal. Not last week, last episode. We talked about Universal and SeaWorld doing their spring concert series. Disney didn't want to be outdone, so they released their Garden Rocks concert lineup, which is a little bit better than both the other ones. Terry
don't
is
think
super
so.
excited because Sugar Ray's there.
I don't think it's better than
Yours is muted,
SeaWorld.
Terry.
We're not there for that one. I
Sugar
don't think
Ray.
it's better than the other one either.
Thanks,
I would
I would see more from this than I would from the other ones.
I would see more
No.
from SeaWorld,
Thank you.
which is it's a sentence I never thought I would say.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But the music at SeaWorld it's just hype
Maybe you can
music.
list 3 people on here that I know, or 3 bands.
Like Flock of Seagulls. I mean, I know them, but I don't know if I want to go listen to them in concert.
Like,
So I joke about Sugar Ray, but that was like my album in like 9th grade year, 8th grade, 9th grade year.
Not
can't-
grade.
Oh, wait,
It was-
the Ian Tonga guy's the one that won American Idol.
I
And
was about to
did
say,
the-
who was this Tongi guy?
No, so he did
I
the
don't know.
new Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride song for the new Lilo and Stitch.
Ah,
Oh, look at you. And like the Commodores are there, but I'm sure Lionel's not. And
Right.
if Lionel's not there, then why do you want to see the Commodores?
Right.
there are a lot of one-hit wonders. I mean, I'm not going to go see 98 Degrees. I'm not going to
30
go
Days
see.
Special would be good. You would not, of all these, you wouldn't see 98 Degrees?
No, I would not see 98
or you're
Degrees.
gonna go plain white tees just to hear them sing Delilah, and
I
that's
would
it.
not see them either.
I
I know
hear
who Chubby
Delilah.
Checker is, but I can't tell you a song he sings. I know who
I
he
would-
is. Chubby Checker.
I
Is he
would.
still alive? I thought.
Clearly,
was,
he's
like,
going to be there April
old.
3rd and 4th.
I thought the same thing if he was still alive or not.
Let's Google his age.
I would go see Blue October.
Yeah. And they have 2 nights. Okay.
The music of ABBA, I would not see, but it's
Oh,
just
that would be a fun one.
it would be fun. But at
'Cause
the
it's
same
like a
time, it's
cover
just
group,
the,
right?
Yeah,
Just
it's
the
just the
music of
music of
ABBA.
ABBA.
Oh, it's not really ABBA. Chubby Checker is 84 years old.
Oh, that's gonna be a hard one.
So that's only a 5 o'clock show. then.
Air Supply, like
Yeah. What's that one song they have that's like, I mean, every sad kind of,
yeah,
see?
this isn't doing it for me. Sorry, I'm gonna go to
This
SeaWorld
is-
with Terry.
This is the
Yeah.
perfect what we did during Food and Wine, where we just got drinks and we were out just outside the theater having
Mhm.
drinks and eating. Like this is that type of stuff. Like you're not going to go and stand in line to go into any
I'm
of
not
these
going to
bands.
pay like a dining package
Right.
to get good seating. Like I'm going to go to Regal Eagle, get a moonshine
Herman
sour, sit
Hermit?
outside and just listen to the music and not go sit inside
Right.
there. Yeah.
Whereas Universal and SeaWorld want you to go for the concert 100%.
Yeah.
So that
Because it's better lineup. Sorry.
well, there's nothing else to do at SeaWorld. I mean, you can ride the coasters, but no one really wants to watch an orca whale swim around.
So my question is with Disney, do you think that because, like, do you think they use these to draw people in, or they don't think it's worth?
I don't think
the
that they
people-
would use this
people-
one.
People are going to come regardless, so they don't have to get bigger name acts. Like Micah just said, people would be okay with these, so they can just walk. They're going to be there
Right.
anyway.
Right.
They can walk by and enjoy it.
It's to me, I think it's spring break. They know people are going to go there, so they don't have to fill with the A-listers.
Yeah.
Do I think they do a better job at Candlelight Processional?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
That
they
I think
have
is more iconic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They have to do it better at Candlelight because that's selling packages for people to eat,
Right.
and you want to see the big names. The
Right.
two music things, even the Broadway thing, I think is better than both the concert series they do for Food and Wine and for Flower and Garden. Just because you're going to hear Disney music the entire time. This is just atmosphere.
Yeah. Like I think SeaWorld gets, they might not be A-listers now, but they were fun, because no one's going to SeaWorld for SeaWorld anymore, really.
I mean, you pay $5 to get in the park.
Yeah. So they get big acts to get people there, where I don't think Disney needs any acts to get people there. They just
Right,
happen to
they're
have
already
music if
busy,
you happen
yeah.
to be walking around.
Mhm.
Well, and you got to remember these bands also compete with, quote unquote, compete with the bands they have around World Showcase. Those all have their own
Yeah, because
following.
over in Canada, they have those people that come out and play on that stage.
UK has a band.
Mm-hmm.
The
Well,
drummers
I'd
at
rather see a
Japan.
good cover band that can cover everybody's music almost than I would rather see a one-hit wonder band where they sing one song that I know and then
Yeah.
the rest I don't. So
Well, see, that's where I
Yeah.
would be like I said, Sugar Ray. I could go and be fine listening to them singing because I know one album of theirs. I don't
Yeah.
know anybody else's full album.
No, none of these.
Maverick City Music, I think it's a Christian band too. So I don't know. I've heard of them before, but
Billy Ocean's got to be kind of old now.
I knew
like
more
his-
names on there than I thought I did. Like when I said 3 and then I started reading through, I was like, oh wait, I know who the Commodores are. I know who Chubby Checker is. Like I know these, but again, I probably can't tell you like songs.
yeah.
I know
But
who they
if you
are.
Yeah.
but if you were walking around World Showcase and you heard the song going, you could be like, okay, and you could
Yeah.
sing to it, and then as you pass by, you'd be done with it.
But it's
Right.
atmosphere, and that I'm gonna go stand in line again over at Regal Eagle, get my drink, maybe sit at the picnic tables there like we did, listen for a little bit, and then just keep on going.
And then I'm gonna go get a funnel cake with ice cream on top.
I mean, I'd
I
be
still
pretty
haven't eaten
happy.
it.
I was drinking and I heard
You didn't-
Jesse's Girl.
Mhm.
Like, I would probably have to stop and sing to that one. But I don't know any other Rick Springfield songs. So then I'd keep on going after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because like going back to Sugar Ray, the only song I can think of off the top of my head is that Every Morning song they had.
Every
Yeah.
morning there's a halo hanging from
Yeah.
the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed.
You got the When It's Over. When
Yeah,
It's Over. And then you got Fly.
I just
The big
wanna
one.
fly.
but see, that was like roller skating type stuff. We would go to the skating rink.
Roller
and
rink?
The roller rink.
So we're taking this step down memory lane. Disneyland announced something really awesome that I hope comes to Florida that no one else on this podcast really cares about. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is fixing to break all of its timelines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be just the sequels anymore. You're going to have Darth Vader walking around. You're going to have Han Solo and Princess Leia. You're going to have Luke. I'm excited for this.
You mean like
Yeah,
walking around at the same time? 'Cause
Yes.
Vader has already walked around, hasn't he?
Not in
He
Galaxy's
was in a
Edge.
very specific area outside over where
Didn't they do the Imperial March with him and the
but that was out.
stormtroopers?
No, that
No,
was Captain Phasma.
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen a Star Wars movie, so I'm out of this conversation because it's all going over my head.
Well, they already were messing stuff up by letting Ahsoka come over. They also were letting Mandalorian.
Don't
and
even know
Grogu
who that
come.
is.
I know.
See,
But,
in my
like, they
opinion,
already
it's the same
were.
universe. Let it
It is
all.
the same universe, but
let
it's
it all
all.
It was
vibe
different
together.
timelines.
Yes. So
Because I mean, Sleeping or
Well,
Cinderella
technically, if they
might not
wanted
have
to
lived
bring-
with Dumbo, but they're both in the park.
Right. But at the same
Yeah.
time, Rey did have interactions with Luke Skywalker. So if you had old school Luke Skywalker, I can't talk, then it would have made sense in that timeline.
what's happening though is you're seeing Disney kind of come back to the fans of the show, of the movies and the shows, but
Mhm.
really the original movies, and saying, we're listening. We gave you something you didn't want, but now we're going to try to retcon this to be something that you will want to be part of. So I personally have friends that have stopped collecting Star Wars because of what Disney has done with the movies and what they feel like isn't what Lucas had as Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of excited to see that Darth Vader will be walking around, or that he can get a picture with Han Solo now.
I mean, I've seen all, like, I'm not like obsessed with Star Wars. I've seen all of the movies, old and new, but still, like, when I think Star Wars, I think, you know, Padme, Leia, Luke, Han from those movies. I'm not thinking about the new movies. Like, I know of Kylo Ren and Rey and all of those characters, but like when I think Star Wars, I think those key original characters about it. And that is one of the things that did feel lacking in like in Galaxy's Edge, because of like it was just the new movies. And like a lot of people don't know who Rey is. Like they might not have watched the new movies. Like
No.
Chewbacca was there. Like he's great. Like everyone loves Chewbacca, but I definitely feel that this is the right move.
And I
for
think
this.
like people like me and Rachel who don't keep up with the timeline, but you would know who Han Solo is. And you would, if you saw, because you're like, oh, I saw that. That's the Star Wars guy.
Mhm.
Like, you might not know his name, and you know who Leia is because of the buns.
yeah.
So for us to see them walking around, we'd be like, oh, it's cool because it's in Star Wars land. We wouldn't be like, oh, they're in the wrong timeline. We'd be like, oh, it's just more characters to interact with, and that makes it feel more immersive.
And I think that's why the fans really didn't like it, was because to see the classic characters of Chewbacca Chewbacca was walking around the land some with Rey, but like especially Darth Vader, you had to go to Launch Bay to see that.
Yeah.
And why is Darth Vader on the? Why do you have 3 spots first of all for Star Wars in a
It's too
theme park?
nitpicky.
Well, it's spread out too much. Yeah, they really need to take like Launch Bay, like that's gone anyway. But also
Right.
like where Star Tours is, like you had everything so separated. It all just needs to be condensed into one area and just have Star Wars. Just
And they
have
need to bring back the Jedi Academy, whatever they call that for little kids.
Training Academy, yes.
Yes.
my nephews
Fucking
did it and
love
loved
that.
it. Yeah.
I got pictures. It's the best because, I mean, he's in character, and like the little kids really do battle him, and it's like it was, some experience you get away from. You're like, okay, that's cool, but I would never pay for that again. Like that's one that I would pay for all the time.
And that was
he
one.
enjoyed it that much.
They also kept doing new things with that. So like when they brought
Yeah.
Darth Maul into it at one point, they brought some of the sisters in and the brothers from the I can't remember what they were called, but they were there and you could fight them. And it's like you kept bringing these newer villains in. You could have brought Kylo Ren in and let the kids
Yeah.
fight Kylo.
Easily.
So I'm excited to see what they do. They have said that Rey will be relegated over to Rise of Resistance. So she's going to be hanging out in that area to kind of keep that mojo happening over there. And then Leia will be more around the Katina. And then there's a chance you can get a picture with Han Solo and Chewbacca in front of the Millennium Falcon. I mean,
That'd be great.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's what the nerds are. Like, you
Yeah.
want to see that. You don't want to see Rey tinkering with somebody, not her ship. You want to see Han and Chewie at their ship.
Yeah. And I know why they're doing it Disneyland first, because they got to do different things there, because that's more of like the park that locals go to. So they have to change things up more frequently there.
Right.
And if it goes really well, and I guess they get good feedback, hopefully they will transfer that to Orlando.
I think the real big thing, besides like the characters, they're bringing John Williams' score into the land. And I'm a John Williams like nut. I love any of his music. So the fact that now you can
it's
hear
so nostalgic to hear Star Wars, like
Yeah.
the score from that movie. I feel like even if you haven't seen the movies, I feel like you still know some of the music from that. Like you hear and go, oh, that's from Star Wars.
I don't want them to completely change Oga's. Like Oga's is evidently going down for a little bit so they can do some changes in there. I think Rex is great. I think DJ Rex is fun. That's a great little part of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But if you could throw in the Katina band every now and then and that bum 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 bum, that'd be great. Just even if you're playing it outside while you're waiting in line to go in.
Yeah.
Those little touches are going to be fun, and I'm ready to experience all of that.
Rachel is really excited for this.
Yes.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like you're telling people's like names and characters. I don't know who you're talking about.
I know Hans Zimmer. He does a lot of music for movies.
He does.
I didn't know the other.
He's
guy you
humming
talked about.
he's humming the
wait.
ballad. I don't know that he's humming. Like, I have no idea what he's humming.
No. You don't know who John Williams is?
Me?
That's a very generic name.
No.
John Williams is the conductor and the composer for like half of everybody's movies.
Like I said, I know Hans Zimmer. That's who I know. That's the only composer for movies that's stuck in this brain.
This huge.
But I couldn't tell you which movies he's composed
So
music for.
John
Interstellar,
Williams,
maybe?
Yeah, he did Interstellar. John Williams did E.T., Indiana Jones, Star Wars, the Harry Potter stuff.
Does he have Oscars?
Jurassic Park. Yes.
Yeah, I don't watch the Oscars.
But then why are you asking if he has Oscars?
Because that would make him legitimate. But I'm just saying,
it makes him more legit.
I don't. I don't follow that.
You know who has the most Oscars?
John Williams.
Walt Disney. You know who has the second most?
Steven Spielberg.
Zimmer.
John Williams.
Go see it.
So I mean, it's like my two passions: music and Disney. Like, so
Isn't
John
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, doesn't she have a lot?
John Williams is the Meryl Streep of composing.
Okay, thank you for educating me.
But that's like a lot of the Superman's bum 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 bum. That's him. Like most of those themes that you grew up with.
Did he do?
Williams.
My God, I can't think. Sorry.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Jaws, Schindler's
Nah,
List.
that's not a movie.
So he works closely with Spielberg.
Yeah, he does a lot of Spielberg. Like he's done all of Spielberg's movies, but maybe like one or two.
I was gonna say.
The NBC Nightly News, he did that. Bum, 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 bum. He did the Olympics.
This goes back to my theory that one every 8 episodes needs to be trivia.
Did he
And we
do
need
Game of Thrones?
tournament style?
No, he did not do Game
I
of
like the
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That's a great intro, though. That is a
love that one.
Last piece of news we have after that nice tirade of, them not knowing, good
Me?
orchestra
Not knowing?
music. Them. Terry didn't know either.
Okay.
yeah.
The blondes at the top of the screen for me didn't know.
Yes.
Y'all are,
I'm
we're
actually
here and here on
brunette.
mine.
Oh,
Top left, bottom right.
That's how
So-
I am, Terry.
So
What website?
we've got some layouts of buildings that came for Piston Peak and what might be Villain's Land down the road. I still not fully believing it's happening.
have faith. It's gonna happen.
I mean, I have very little faith of Disney and building stuff, but
Disney needs to learn how to underpromise and overdeliver.
yeah,
instead
they
of
need
the
to be like
opposite.
Universal. Universal comes
Yeah.
in and says, "Hey, guess what? We're building a churro stand, and here's Velocicoaster instead."
yeah.
Disney's like, "Hey, we're building a parking garage that's going to take us 10 years, but it's
Yeah.
going
And
to stay
Pizza
the
Hut.
art." So pretty much we got a layout of what this land might look like, both Piston Peak and Villain's Land. Villains looks like it's going to be behind Haunted Mansion. That's been the long rumor. And then there's an expansion plot, about 11, 12 acres behind Big Thunder for future. I mean, I'm still excited for Piston. I think it's going to be fun. And if they can get Villains Land up and going and tell us exactly what they're going to put there, I'll be more excited for it and accepting of it.
Yeah. I just still feel like the Piston Peak stuff's it's just gonna feel out of place. I still feel like right there because you have like Haunted Mansion. They're gonna try and I guess get it to look more like Frontierland with
I think it's going to be like
Big
red
Thunder and
dirt
stuff
out
gonna be in there,
west.
but I just still don't feel like Cars has a great place in Magic Kingdom. I don't know. I'm still like I'm excited for it, but at the same time,
think it's gonna go well
Yeah.
with Big Thunder, where they
Yeah.
have Piston Peak. I think it'll go well.
I think they're
guess-
going to try to
I
put a
mean-
lot of like foresty in there, like it's supposed to be a national park. So
yeah.
you can hide stuff. And the biggest thing I'm concerned about is more like the sound. But if you have water that they've talked about, waterfalls, stuff like that, maybe that can drown out some of these car sounds.
And
'Cause once you
trees
go
to
in-
block sight lines. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I have faith Disney's going to do something good. I just don't.
Do I think Haunted Mansion's out of place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
this-
Haunted
but,
Mansion's
like, I
kind of
think-
always out of place, but it fits
But-
where it fits.
Yeah, but
you
like I
know?
do think it'll. Yeah, but I think this will fit well with it.
And I think the sounds of the
It's not
ride, I
all a
wonder if it's going to
cohesive
be like
unit.
the sounds are going to be more in the ride vehicles and they're not going to actually be that loud themselves. Like,
the
and you're gonna have
stupid
all those
Shrek in
noises.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
They won't take that away for some reason, but
because everybody loves it. I'm excited for it. It's still going to take another 10, 15 years for this thing to get built and open. Epic Universe will have its 16 expansion plots open and then a third theme park over there
Wizard of
before.
Oz Land.
Yeah. You'll have Terry running around. Wah!
She'll be in her Glinda outfit.
Yeah. Disney's trying. That's all that we can say right now is that I'm excited for what they have coming this year. And then the next couple of years with Encanto and the animation
Monsters.
courtyard thing. No, not monsters. They took away the Muppets. Speaking of which, the
I do think the
Aerosmith,
Monsters elevator is. I mean,
It's
like
gonna
the
be fun.
door is going to
yeah,
be
the
fun.
door coaster is going to be
Yeah,
fun.
I think that's going to be fun.
But Aerosmith did show up yesterday.
I
Some of them. I
saw.
don't think Stephen Perry. We're recording this on Thursday. The 28th,
9th.
29th, whatever. So the most of Aerosmith showed up to Hollywood Studios to ride Rock and Roller Coaster one last time.
I saw that. Yeah.
So
That was
maybe
fun.
Steven Tyler might come back through one, do big thing for the last day.
How about we will be there the last day?
You
Like,
will?
that's our first day in the parks when we arrive for our vacation. We normally do Magic Kingdom the first day, but our first day is the 28th. which in my mind, I didn't think about that being the last day of February because that's the only month where the 28th is the last day of the
Yeah.
month. And then I looked at my calendar and it shuts down March 1st. So my husband has already told Colton, he was like, we will stand in line all day if we have to, but we will get you on it one last time before
And
it
now
changes.
Terry will ride it.
Yeah. We'll have to do
Buy
rider
lightning
switch
lane.
because
Buy lightning lane for
that's
it.
what I said. I was like, well, if we had to pay, we'll pay that day because that's his literal favorite roller coaster. He's not going to
Oh,
mind
it's worth it.
whether
Just pay
it's
for it.
Aerosmith or the Muppets. He just wants to ride it the last time on the last day.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
that's something to say. Is like I was there on the last day. We went down when Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Universe of Energy closed. So we were there it was the Saturday before, so it wasn't the last day, but it was still long lines for the last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and that was cool. Like
Yeah.
to
And
say we were
Dinosaur
part of
is
the last
apparently
group.
getting some long lines where people are trying to get it in before it closes.
Yeah. By the
Dinosaur's a
time
great ride.
this
is?
comes out, Dinosaur will have
Oh, gotcha.
closed. So, we're going through and seeing Disney get rid of these things that people are attached to,
Yeah.
and maybe make good things. But that's all the news we have for this episode. We'll be right back just to reminisce over the past 50 episodes.
Are you dreaming of your next adventure but overwhelmed by planning? Magical Travel has you covered. With over 24 years in the business, we specialize in Disney destinations, Universal Studios, cruise vacations, and all-inclusive resort getaways. Our services are 100% complimentary when you book a vacation package with one of our knowledgeable agents. Request a free quote to start the planning process at www.magicaltravel.com. Mention our podcast to be connected with one of our agents you are listening to.
And we're back. This is, like we said, this is our 50th episode. So first and foremost, thank you to everybody who's listened and brought this around to us where we can continue to do this and grow a community where y'all watch whatever we're putting out, whether it's TikToks, the podcast, or anything. It means a lot to us.
Thank you for sharing it on
Yes.
socials and to the agents in the agency that share it and have come on.
Yeah. Give us ideas.
I think the biggest thing is like when I proposed that we did something as a agency just to kind of put our name out there a little bit more in a different way, and Rachel encouraged me to propose it, and not everybody in the agency liked it, but I think a lot of people have come around to it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's great that y'all have given this a chance to listen to us and just goof off a lot of the time.
I remember we were at the beach and I remember mentioning it to my husband that I was interested. He was like, do it. He's like, why not? And I was like, because I'm not really like a hop on things person. And so I remember like messaging Jason thinking that people were going to be knocking down the door, like trying to do it.
Right.
And he was going to be like, oh, I'm going to have to like audition people and things like that. And he was like, well, he's like, I've talked to Rachel and Micah wants to join, but I think you'd be a good fit. That's cool. And like, apparently we're the only two interested.
So that was like, we didn't know, I knew Rachel, like, because we had done a couple of trainings at this point, and, we had gotten along while we were in Orlando and whatnot.
Yeah, we were at Micah in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like, we hadn't hung out too much.
No.
And then never met Terry.
Until September.
Until September.
Until September.
Honestly,
a year into it.
Yeah.
What's funny is I think one of the only conversations I really had with Jason was we were talking about shoes, like running shoes, in the lobby of Cabana Bay before one of the trainings, like before one of the days when we were leaving to go to resort tours. We were both sitting out there and just started talking about, like, because I was wearing my Ons and he had his, and then we started talking about like that. And that was one of the only conversations we had at that training.
And that's how you start good conversations is
Yeah.
Duh.
running shoes.
Shoes. Yeah.
So to say, and at the time we were three of the younger agents and I say younger in the agency.
Yeah.
Tenure.
Yeah. So it would, I could see why people were like, why are the new guys coming in here and trying to
Stirring stuff up.
stir stuff. But Denise and Rachel, we thank both of them for just
Yeah.
allowing us to do this and have fun.
I think
It
it's
is fun.
fun. Like, I know that we don't have a lot of followers. I get that. But, like, I have fun talking with you guys.
Yeah.
And, the guests that we
Yeah.
have come on.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
I think I allude to it a lot, and we all do when we talk about this. We get on this usually on Thursdays at 5:30 my
Your
time.
time.
Yeah.
6:30 our Eastern
6:30
time.
our time.
Yeah.
We don't get done like 8:30, 9 o'clock sometimes because we're just sitting here talking, and it's
Well, like, today we took an hour to just
To
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to warm up.
Yeah.
so it's time of reflection and stuff like that where we just let loose of what's going on throughout the day, the week, whatever.
Mhm.
And then we get into this, but we've really created a good friendship. We've learned way too much about each other.
Micah's a girl.
Yeah, Micah's a girl.
Yeah. Because Terry's
Uh,
husband thought I was a boy sharing a room at the training, and he was upset.
Big thing. Big thing.
Turns out Micah is a gender neutral name.
Who
Only
knew?
met two in my life, but one's male, one's female. But Terry, I've met. I think you're the first female Terry I've ever met. So
No, or at least one under 65. you
Yeah.
know?
barely under 65.
Barely.
No.
I'm approaching it.
But it's like this week to week type thing. We started doing this twice a month, and we kind of moved it to 3
it's
so
more
we
sporadic.
get a little bit. But we do 1 week off each month so that we can take a breather. Rachel's trying to run a business. And everybody else has a full-time job as well. So
And kids.
yeah.
It's not just not only were you doing a full-time job, we also have the travel agency stuff that we
Right.
do. So we're doing that, and then also the podcast and have kids.
And then-
So
Household.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
regular household.
Yeah. But
So
I honestly look forward to this every single week, that we get to do it and to sit down and have these conversations and get to talk. And even when we all met up in September, as a group, there were no awkward, weird moments because we have all of this, and it's fun. And we just kind of fell into those same conversations and same things that we do. And it's just great.
yeah, I wish half the stuff we talked about off air we could bring into this, because there's a lot of inside jokes we have.
Yeah.
That,
Know about that.
well, there's
Cutting
a
room floor.
few. Yeah, we're not going to bring them in, but because they go over into stuff when we go see each other, it's just then now every time we go to Epcot, it's we're always taking a picture in front of the beer guillotine
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for Terry. Just be like,
Yep.
here it is.
Terry.
Yep.
She doesn't like it, but we take a picture. Say,
Yeah.
hey, we're
He
here.
said, oh, no. It would be different if I did mine.
When I went for a solo, well, not solo, with Beth and Travis at Christmas, I stopped it in front of Flying Fish and took a picture just for Rachel to be like,
Yeah.
look here.
That's one of the dinner reservations I got.
Is
We're
it?
going
You're going to
next
go eat
month.
at Flying Fish?
Yeah, I told my husband, I was like, we got to go eat here. I've never eaten here. I've only heard good things, and I've got to
It's
see what it's
just-
all about.
You and Matt, or you bringing the boys?
Yeah, we got to bring boys too.
Oh, expect at least a $400 dinner.
Yeah. And my oldest is his way of choosing things on the menu is the one that has MP beside it, market price. Like
That's
that-
Scarlet.
two
yeah.
of those, please.
he's got high taste. So, but I'm sure that'll be our best meal of the week.
It will be.
But I
Just
would have never
expect
thought
to
of,
pay for it.
I would have never gone there, had you not said
I
anything.
can't wait.
So
I cannot wait until I have to hear what you think.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
get the
wait.
whole review.
I
I'm so
just did
excited.
dining for a client this week, and she did Flying Fish, and she went in November for a Thanksgiving trip, and then I just booked her for April. So I booked her dining, and she's like, Flying Fish. I'm like, oh, I see that I got jumped on Flying
See?
Wait,
Fish.
is this the same client you were getting dining for while we were at the training?
Possibly.
Because she had because you're talking about all the different things she wanted, and Flying Fish was on there multiple
it was at our
times or
Thanksgiving, I
something.
remember.
Oh, then yes, it was her. Same
Okay,
client.
same client.
So-
there we go.
My,
so even
my-
on vacation, you're still working.
Yeah.
Still working.
so I had some clients that I booked this week, and they were asking about places to eat for birthday, and I was like, well, Flying Fish is one. So
See, see, it's a hidden.
Rachel
See,
should
I'm
get
gonna say
an
it's
extra
horrible.
commission
You
from
should get
Flying Fish for the
referral.
amount of people
Yeah.
that eat there
Yeah.
because of her.
It's just that good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She should get a punch card for every person that goes because Rachel
Yeah.
Rachel made
recommended that they
reservation? Punch
go.
it.
Yep. And then when she gets to 5, she gets a free something when she's there.
I'll take a whole meal.
Yep.
Maybe a bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Everything would
Oh.
be on the cheap side, though.
Disney's not bad food per
It's just
se,
bad prices.
but it's always nice when you're at somewhere like a theme park in the week to get like a really good meal. You
No,
know,
this is
because-
outside the theme park.
That's what I'm
We're gonna-
saying. Like
it's
you
different.
you go somewhere and you're like, I've had good meals. It's not bad food, but then you sit down and you have like a really nice dining experience. It's like, okay, this is the whole vacation experience
Okay.
now.
Cannot wait to hear what you think.
Yeah, so
I know, I'm
excited.
excited too.
Yeah, so we'll look forward to Terry's trip
I'll try to
review
remember
when
to
she
take
comes back.
pictures and videos and things.
Are you going to ride Tron while you're there
Yes, I told my
Okay.
oldest I
At
would ride
night.
that with him.
at night?
At night.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're still doing
I
the.
think they're still red.
The
Aries,
red
yeah.
Aries stuff. I don't know. We watched that the other night.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
I
Jared Leto.
I honestly
just
was
not a
reading
Jared
while they
Leto
were
fan.
watching it.
Yeah. So in this part of the episode, this is where Rachel wants to tell us that she got us a bungalow for our big.
For her 50th. Thanks, Rachel.
Whoop, whoop.
We have flying
Yep.
fish reservations on the agency, and we're staying in a bungalow. So there we
There
go.
we
Yay.
go. Happy 50th.
Use the Disney
We're
visa.
We
Yeah.
we're gonna be recording our first Disney episode in the bungalow.
Yeah.
For sound
What a
I
good
purposes.
time.
wish. For sound purposes,
Yeah.
while I'm in the hot tub with
Yeah.
a glass of
Blah, blah,
wine.
blah, blah. You can hear like the bubbles in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be jumping on the one bed. Someone's gonna be in the
great.
kitchen.
How to sleep on the swing outside.
Yeah, perfect.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I hear the ferry boats go across all night.
I still cannot believe that you actually secured a bungalow for a client.
Yeah, that
That's
was my
fantastic.
big thick
What
win
did you
for
do
the.
when they said that in your head?
I
Were you like,
I was probably half asleep, but I was very, very happy.
Well, I said, I hope you did a little dance.
So yeah, but yeah, some favorite memories of whether it's Disney with your family or podcast wise, just to kind of celebrate this episode.
My favorite memory from the podcast, I would say, is when we did it in person at Universal.
yeah.
And just being able to record, all of us sitting around that room and
Yeah.
live. I thought that was really special that we were finally able to do that. So I really enjoyed that.
I think that's a lost thing too with podcasting. Like now that we use Riverside now, and we used Zoom before. It's great that we can see each other while we're talking and everything, and we laugh with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We can see the expressions, but it's something completely different when we're in a room. We feel the energy.
Yeah.
We've had this experience that we just came off of HHN with, so it was just like a whole different vibe that we were having fun with. We were able to stay on topic a little bit easier too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say that's probably like top memory as well. Like just being able to do that and getting to be with everybody, like even just seeing everybody, like being all in the same area, not just recording the podcast, just all of us getting to spend that time together. It was great. Like I felt like it made like the relationships that we have like stronger and better, like with the podcast moving forward.
I really did, like we talked about it, but when Rachel couldn't make it to a lot of that stuff, she was feeling under the weather. So it was like, it's a little bit missing from when we were running around the parks and doing all that together. But it gave us time to get to know each other. And even then we
Without the
spent,
boss.
without the
Boss
boss.
around.
I mean, crud, my first time doing anything with the agency, I'm sitting there at Cowfish and I get called to sit with Denise, Al, Siobhan, I think Jerry. And I'm
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at I'm in trouble. What
You're like
what
at the
happened?
principal's table.
Yes.
Like in the lunchroom. You're with
We're keeping
administration.
an eye on you, Jason.
You're not with the
What?
teachers. You're with administration.
What is going on?
And then when we're on the Wish, he gets called over by my mom and Lauren.
And Lauren, yeah, I'm sitting there. I've been talking to Christine. Me and her been just joking the entire tour back and forth. And so I'm in line at Marceline getting food with her. And then Denise just goes, Jason, and waves me over. I'm like, okay, I'm sitting with I'm in trouble again. What did I do? So I guess this is going to be a reoccurring thing is I'm going to be called to the principal's office every
So
time.
either it's because they want to keep an eye on you or you're just fun to have at the table.
We want to keep an eye on him. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, make sure he keeps his mouth shut.
Can't say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I will say, meeting Terry in person, I don't think I've said this on the podcast, but I was like,
I think you're
was
muted,
not what I was
Terry.
expecting.
You-
Yeah,
You're-
Terry's
you're
muted.
You're
muted.
muted.
That's good. She doesn't have to hear this.
You're muted.
No, she doesn't have to react. So
There we go.
Because I'm 40, you don't think I know how to use technology?
yeah, no, I wasn't expecting like Terry to be like,
Firecracker?
I figured like she'd be like a little bit more hoity-toity, I guess.
No.
Like, I don't know.
High
but it was-
end? You thought she would
Yeah.
be like more princessy high
yeah,
end?
but then it was just like,
Just
not.
because she has to have goggles for her lashes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I did have them, and they came out
Yeah.
nicely.
They
And
did.
her tan?
My tan, my shoe protectors, for
Yeah.
my sneakers.
That
the-
you busted
but
your
you know what?
tail.
Terry, I just got a new phone this week in the mail from where I messed it up in September. I
Wow.
finally
Wow.
gave in and got a new phone this week.
You remember how I cracked my screen protector like when I was in the hotel room when I
Yeah.
dropped my phone? Still haven't changed it. Still
See?
cracked right down the middle. Still that way.
That's probably my favorite memory is talking.
Meeting Terry?
With, no,
Meaning me? I know. It's everyone's
it's
favorite
another.
memory.
It's
Yeah.
another. It's another Terry. But who was I talking to? Jerry
Jerry's fun.
when
Mm-hmm.
Terry took the big fall in Magic Kingdom.
Not there.
No, you weren't.
You should have been.
That
It was
was-
I
like
heard about it. Siobhan told me you like
it was
ate
like
the pavement.
cartoon banana peel fall. Like both feet went out from under me.
Heard her back hit the bricks
Yeah.
of the step.
It's best case scenario because I didn't have time to like tense or brace or try
Yeah.
to catch myself. Like it was just, oh, there's kid. It just
Carly
went.
just.
She like Homer Simpson in like the bushes. Like she did
Yeah.
that.
I didn't see her.
She did.
I didn't see her.
It was
We can clip it.
hilarious. We gotta
You
clip
gotta
it
keep
because
that
she
in,
literally
Jason.
like walked into frame and then right back out.
That's. See, I wish we had all the bloopers because, like, when Andy tries to scare Rachel when we're
Yeah.
recording this
Yeah.
stuff, we could have made a big blooper reel of all that stuff. But I don't have the room, so I do the edit, I put it out there,
Yeah.
and then I pretty much delete the original file.
We should also thank the tolerable families
Yeah.
who
Yes.
let us do
Yeah.
this, and because
Hey, I will say these three ladies have to put up with Travis every time we get on because
we
Travis
don't
wants to
put
get
up
on.
with
No,
him.
he's
It's not putting up
great.
with him.
Yeah, you gotta.
He comes and
you don't
has
put-
our
we don't put up with him.
conversation. He has his conversation with us, and it's great.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Peace out," and he takes the headphones
Yeah.
off and he leaves. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
like, "I'm
Travis
done."
gets up here and straight up does the podcast. So
Yeah.
My
Well,
husband tries to scare me,
Yeah.
or a kid comes in.
Yeah.
Travis likes to talk.
Roger
Micah's
farts.
dog. Roger's
Farting
farts.
like crazy.
Farts.
Yeah.
And Terry just remembers that there's something in her tub.
No.
It's
The
fermenting.
pea
The
water.
dog
Yeah.
pee was in the. It smelled so bad, guys.
You're a dog. I'm sorry.
You weren't at this episode.
My
It was
kids,
like a
they
carpet
steam
cleaner?
clean the carpets. Where
Yeah.
my little dog, you know, she like has her little piddles, and then they didn't clean out the water, and it sat for like 5 days in our bathroom that no one goes in up here in the office. And I went in there to pee, and I was like, "There's dog pee in here." So I picked up like the bath mat and started smelling it because I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, the
yeah,
dog
yeah.
has peed in here." And when I opened that little thing from the Bissell, like the ammonia old pee, and so I washed it out in there real quick. Didn't think I left my microphone on, and I came back like,
The
"Did you
whole
wash
time.
dishes?" I was like, "No," but I had to get rid of that smell. It was so bad, and it like lingered after that. It's bad.
That sounds horrible. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah,
I'm
this
glad
is what
they
it
steam
sounds
cleaned.
like pre-episode. This is like us pre-episode, just with
Yeah.
Yeah,
other topics.
Great.
the breakdown.
But we have a good year this year. I think we're gonna reach out to more of the agents, get them on, talk to them. You know, we got Run Disney stuff happening. We've got Sandals stuff. You know, we all have plenty of trips we're gonna go on this year. Hopefully, going to Texas for a kids resort. For
You're gonna do
Universal.
that?
You are?
I hope so.
You have the
yeah.
like Travis. I feel like is the right age. I mean, the
Yeah.
Jurassic
Yeah, I think I would be the
World
perfect
area has like a
representative
kids
to go
roller
out there.
coaster, but
He wouldn't ride the coaster.
I don't know because I honestly thought about because when are they opening it?
It's this summer, is all they said.
So I'm going to like Dallas to go to a banana ball game, and I honestly we thought about taking an extra day, and I thought about going, just to check it out since I'll be there. Like, when else am I going to fly into DFW and like be that close to it? But at the same time, if I had to choose between going to that kid resort and possibly going to like the Magnolia Farm thing, like with Chip and Joanna Gaines, and like going and doing all that, I'd probably pick
Definitely
the
go to the
Magnolia
kids
Farm.
resort.
Oh no.
You can buy their stuff at Target.
Exactly.
I know, but they have like a
Yeah.
restaurant and like fun stuff there. My mom really wants
They
to
do.
You
go.
know what? They also have restaurants at the kids resort themed to Minions
That
and
theme park
Jurassic
food.
Park.
Yeah.
It could be good.
If I had Kova with me, I would do the kids part.
I thought Kobo was going to be with
Yeah,
you.
No, it's just
You're
me and my
not-
mom.
yeah.
It's me and my mom.
Oh.
But yeah, we got an HHN, of course, going on, and whatever we do with the travel agency. So it's gonna be a good year. A lot going on.
I'm excited. I feel like we'll
Lawsuits.
all have like our own little like trips and stuff we get to talk
Yeah.
about. Like Terry has Disney coming up. I have a new cruise line I'm going on, Norwegian. So I'll be going on
And-
that to be able to talk about it.
And there's a lot. Like last year, we had a lot of new stuff. So with the Epic opening, we had that. Star of the Sea, the Destiny. We had all these big things coming through that we were all, whether it was us going to it or the agency in general, we had people coming on wanting to talk about it. This year, I feel like it's a little bit slower. Yeah, we'll have like the animation place open in Hollywood Studios, but it's not going to be a huge free for all type thing. We'll go eventually and everybody will see it. No one's going to the adventure unless Rachel's
That's in
going to pay for somebody to go
Singapore,
all the way
right?
to
Yeah,
Singapore.
I'm not going.
Ooh.
There's not another Disney ship this year other than Adventure, correct?
Correct.
Rachel said she's going to pay for us to all go to Abu Dhabi. When that
Abu
one.
Dhabi. Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That will be in about 50 years. So, that's going to do it for our 50th episode. We really do appreciate every single one of you taking time out of your day to listen to us yap about Disney, Universal, and all family travel stuff. We hope you enjoy everything we do. If you have any type of recommendations, something you want to hear, just let us know. We'll see what we can do. Follow us on social media. We're Castle of Cauldrons everywhere. Go to review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. And till the next time, we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.